So during the first weeks of the summer, I had been praying for a sign from God that I was actually meant to be here and that I was doing God's will. I was knocking on the doors, and we usually go through the houses in order so that we don't skip any. But when I got finished with this particular house, I saw a car a couple houses down the street, and there was a person in the car, and I noticed that the car was on. So I just decided to skip my houses, and I ran towards the car and I knocked on the window. And as he rolled it down, I felt inspired to show him a book that we usually don't start with, which is The Promise of Peace, which is the desire of the ages, and Steps to Christ by Ellen G. White. And so I pulled that first. As I was showing him the book, he stopped looking at it and he started looking at me. He started smiling and he started just to laugh a little bit, and he just looked at me in the eyes and he said, "Man, how did you know I needed peace?" And I replied, "I didn't know that you needed peace, but God did. And that's why He put me here and He put you here, so that we both could be in the same place at the same time." We prayed together, and when we got done, I just left with a peace and confidence that actually God was using me. Later that day, I had the opportunity to meet a lady, and she was very interested about it. So I was able to get my first down bike with her, which is a huge blessing, and it just means that we give 10 or more books to the person and receive a big donation for it. And as we were doing the transaction, I remembered earlier that day what I had experienced with my friend in the car, and I realized that I felt more at peace and more joy for the person that got one book because he was needing it. And so I realized that it's not about the books, or it's not about the money or the donations, but it's about the people. God was able to teach me a lesson that He can do wonders through one book or 10 books, and that He is there when people most need Him.